So it's good morning, good evening, mazel tov, whatever you want to call it. Yo, so my last video, right? Last video I talked about being in the waiting room. How it is such a grueling process. How it's something that we don't want to go through, but it is something that we need to go through. It is something that we need to face. It is something that just needs to happen because without waiting, it wouldn't be worth it, right? I always tell people that if you have to wait online for food, it is going to be one of the best things that you have ever tasted. Have you ever like waited online and the food was just disgusting? No, I know I haven't because every place I go to, I'm like, yo, food is top notch. If I gotta wait more than 30 minutes, food is top notch. But anyway, back to what I'm saying though. I mean, there are some barbecue spots down here that you just gotta wait and wait and wait, and you're just like, so when's the food gonna be done? Huh. Or when am I gonna get next in line to order whatever I want to order? Because I need to order right now because I am hungry right now. I'm not hungry tomorrow or yesterday. I'm hungry right now. I want food right now. When are you gonna move? That's how I am. Anyway, so today I want to go back into the waiting room, right? Because in the waiting room, there's a lot that happens in the waiting room. There's a lot that goes on in the waiting room. Yes, there is. So waiting in the waiting room, right? It's such a grueling process. But the second part for that is the voices you hear. And I'm talking about hearing the voice of God. I'm talking about listening to the voice of God. Now, if you're not a Christian, you might not understand what I'm talking about. But if you are a Christian, I think you do understand what I'm talking about. And if you probably like me, you probably just in there like that. Oh my God, is this really from God or not? You know, a lot of times for me, especially growing up in church, you hear people say, "Oh, God told me to tell you A, B, C, D, F, G." Okay, great. Why couldn't God come talk to me? And a lot of times, reason why God can't talk to you, because your ears are clogged up with earwax that He cannot get in because He's been trying to whisper into your ear. He's been trying to talk to you. You're just not listening. I mean, you're just like me. You're just not listening. You're not focused. You know, you're not always in the Word all the time. You're not praying all the time. So that's why you're not always hearing from God all the time. I'm talking to myself too. Don't worry about it. I'm not judging you. I'm judging myself too. So stay with me for a minute, okay? So now, a lot of times in the waiting room, right, you're hearing voices, 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 voices. You're hearing baby crying. You hear vomit going on. You hear this going on. You hear that going on, right? The one voice you're waiting for is your name being called. You don't care about any other voice. You want your name to be called. When your name is called, you know that you're going to go get checked out. You're going to go figure out what the problem is. You're going to figure out everything. So you're waiting until your name is called. But while your name has been called, or while you're waiting for your name to be called, you have to hear every other voice that's out there. But once you start to tune that down a little bit, and you say, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna try to hear your voice right now because I'm sick and tired of hearing every other voice. I'm sick and tired of hearing every other little whisper. I'm waiting for your voice. The Bible does say that my children know my voice. The children of God know what God's voice sounds like. So a lot of times we gotta just sit back, wait, chill out, and say, you know what? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead and cry. Your person up here want to go ahead and vomit. Go ahead and vomit. This person want to go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that. But you know what? I'm going to sit and wait until my name has been called. And a lot of times, people like to get out of the waiting room because they're so sick and tired of being in an environment. Because in that environment, there's a lot of sicknesses going around. And you got to protect yourself from every other sickness that's going around. You got something that already is happening. You trying to get away from all of that. So you're like, you know what? I gotta disappear real quick because you're getting out of the waiting room. But once you get out the waiting room, right? Once you get out the waiting room, because you took yourself out of that, because you decided that it was better to not to wait, that you decided to go outside the waiting room. Not that you've already got your blessing, not that you already got what you came for, not that you already got that little thing fixed. But you decided on your own to step away from the waiting room and go into somewhere else. Oh my gosh, that's not. Whew, whew, whew. Ooh, let that marinate for a second. You decided to not wait on God and say, you know what, I'm gonna help him out a little bit. I'm gonna be like Sarah. I'm gonna help him out a little bit because he's a little slow right now. So I'm gonna do what I can to help him out. I'm gonna do what I can to further his will and his promises in my life, right? So a lot of times, right? A lot of times we get outside the waiting room because we're sick and tired of hearing all the voices. We're sick and tired of God not speaking. We're just sick and tired of just walking the life and not knowing where to go, not knowing what to do. But God is trying to tell you to wait in the waiting room. Sit down, get a cup of coffee, get a book, prop your legs up, prop your feet up, and just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Your time might be coming up now. Your time might be next. You just gotta wait on God. You just gotta wait for until God reveals that. But let me tell you something. One of the best feelings in the waiting room is when the doctor comes out or the nurse, whatever. Oh, my eyebrows. When the nurse comes out, the little clipboard. Oh, Juanita Bunyan. Oh, that's me. That's me. Ooh, I'm getting seen. I'm getting seen. Ooh, ooh. That's me. That's the best feeling ever. I don't know about you, but I know for me that's one of the best feelings. Because it's the fact of hearing your name being called amongst everything that's going on, amongst every distraction that's going on. Hearing your name being called. Because you know you're going to get seen, because you know that you're going to get your blessing, because you know that your time is now. Your time is not later. Your time wasn't yesterday. Your time isn't tomorrow. But your time is now. And you know that when you get called, it is the best feeling that you can possibly have. It is the best feeling that you could possibly experience. Man, I tell you, it is one of the best feelings ever. Because you get that Vicodin. You get the pills that you need. You get the pain medication that you need. You get everything that you need once your name is being called. And you can get out that waiting room. And this time, you're getting out the waiting room because you've been seen. You're getting out the waiting room because you've been helped. You're getting out the waiting room because God has helped you with what you need. God has helped you with what you need. So you no longer need to be in the waiting room, ladies and gentlemen. Perkins Talks. It is Wednesday. I'll see y'all next time. Learn to sit and wait. Patiently wait. I know it's a tough one. I can agree it's a tough one, okay? Take care, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Perkins Talks. Let's go out and